WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
It's Mr. Lingo himself. Hey. Dibs. Cobbs on that, my nigga. Come on, let me get a piece of that slice, boy. Shut that shit, boy. True. I ain't no rapper, though. With great precision, like circumcision, they cut you off quick. It's hard to miss this division. In my city, it's too thick. Is that your chick? Pretty face, slim waist, bite out. Bet I can merch it, Chan Dicey with the Lexi out south. Put dibs on it, cause I know I got cars. But if you stingy with this dough, it's guaranteed you get robbed. Use others, probably kick a 2 or 3 flat, that's barely distant. Shot lingo is sorta different, like none other, we just gifted. Dibs. Money is the root of all evil. Knievel here to deceive you. Let's take a ride, we could dip to the lake for an escape down LSD. That's my favorite to beat. But if you wanna say some gas, we can hop on the L. It's full of colors, anywhere you wanna go, I won't tell. Secret safe with me, drill to my heart and throw the key in 6 corners. If you wanna, any gangway you do. It's just the taste that keep me going, need my sandwich intact. Throw a pickle and some lays on the side. Let's get it, Joe, let's hit the show. It's finally summertime shot. The Hawks different, need some gym shoes to go with this fit. They just don't get it, boy, they just don't get it. The lingo's different, I'm so CHICA, go, we so live. My pops not being around was a blessing in disguise. The gardens look so well, man, it taught me how to rock. I was feeling like a junkie, but I never had the cop. Just to make it to the top, they say that's when the pain stops. I used to be afraid to walk through humbled, I was terrified. Now I stroll through it freely, mainly cause it's gentrified. Shit, yeah, mainly cause it's gentrified. If you was black, you was folks to some folks. Mainly kings, SDs, 2 6s, man, it wasn't no joke. Ain't no gold about the coast, they snatched Cabrini for the green. The priest said it best, facts, money ain't a thing. Out of sight, out of mind, is how the game really goes. As the world turns, who's got in my light, you never know. Today is relevant, tomorrow you could be exposed. Listen to my story as the page turn, let it burn. You gon' learn today as I usher you down the hallway. Pick a room, enter at your own risk. Daily I get frisked, cause my melanin is bliss. Full of kingdom attributes, they be hating on that. But listen, pay attention, don't be blinded by the blind folk. Can't keep a bird in a box, just just let my people go. Privilege is bigger than Hennessy, you see. The darker the tone, the clearer the message. What more I gotta prove to attest it? It's loyalty over money in case they forgot. Just cause Lori light on the foot don't mean the crime gon' stop. Cause we got families to feed and need. The poverty is at an all-time high. Do anything to get by. We rob, cheat, and steal. Then they hit you with the stale face. United up in these states. How? Give me a break when we get cast off of following dreams. I seen it all. Never claimed to be perfect. Every day I had to fall. Humble by defeat, but never let it define me. Statistically speaking, who really looking to find me? Dibs. Mr. Lingo himself. Alter ego. I ain't no rapper though. Not one. Two bags eating chicken. What you wanna do? Missing? Give me that chicken. Give me that chicken. Chicken.
What's good, beautiful? What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
I got something to say. Your boy Fly Sweater KJ.
Hey, that flatter is kind of swag though, boy. But anyway, we gonna get into that.
Remind people. Somebody hit me up the other day, like, if you wearing no basic ass t-shirt.
I thought you was Fly Sweater KJ, boy. What you mean? No, that's fair. That's fair. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. You feel me? We got a dope show for y'all. Make sure you follow the IG, the Twitter, 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. You feel me? We in the building. We appreciate y'all in the comments. The phone line is open. You know what I'm saying? So whatever topics we talking about tonight, y'all got some questions, y'all want to hear us talk about something, you feel me? Call in. You know what I'm saying? That we gonna wrap it up with y'all. You feel me? I see a lot of people in the building. We appreciate y'all coming through. Chemo Sabi faithfully always in the building. Big balling is my hobby. You feel me? Hey, what's good, KJ? How was your what was this, Labor Day? Labor Day weekend that just passed?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, how was your Labor Day weekend?
I mean, it wasn't bad. I just pretty much chilled in the house, cleaned up.
Fair.
Probably about to move, hopefully, at some point. So just packing boxes, getting everything in order.
That's what's up. I damn near forgot it was Labor Day.
Who cares?
Somebody had to. I mean, I don't. I mean, you know, I haven't really been to a barbecue in a while. You know what I'm saying? So my weekend was kind of. It was like, yeah.
I forgot people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody in my area barbecue.
Shit, I mean, we barbecue. Black people barbecue every holiday. You know what I'm saying?
You act like I don't live around black people. You just straight threw me under the bus though. Like,
no, I ain't saying it like, bro. I ain't saying it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Barbecue, like,
no.
bro, like, what you talking about?
I'm just saying, you feel me? It just depends on, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You feel me? Yes, Corinthia was good. I love y'all. Come in. You feel me? Like, I hope it get a little spicy today. You know what I'm saying? We got some. We always gonna talk about, you know, women in a sense. So if it's some women in the building, you feel me? Make sure y'all call in. The numbers across. You feel me? What's up, Queen? How you doing? You feel me? Jeffrey's in the building. What's good, man? Anyway, man, you wanna dive into some of these topics? You sent me something. Yeah, we gonna go. We gonna come in hot. You feel me? We gonna come in hot just like that. You feel me? Since we got people in the building, we got fellas in the building, then we got some, you know, women in the building. So we might as well come in hot. You feel me?
With the meme?
Yeah.
So a meme was sent to me.
Okay.
Let's just be clear about that.
It was sent. It was sent to KJ. I'm sorry, and then he sent it to me because it's a hot topic. But anyway,
it said 2 incomes is great, but 3 are better.
Okay. two incomes is great.
2 incomes are great, but 3 are better.
But 3 are better.
3 are better.
Okay, that sounds very polygamous. Is that what it is?
That's what it was in the picture.
What was your initial thoughts when you first saw it? You giggled. And then I think it was the like 3 little emoji people too. So it was one dude and 2 on the end. Huh. So. Interesting. I think I probably laughed too because I thought it was funny. Obviously because we've like had this conversation about it before. I mean, ain't no lies to that from a general sense. I mean, obviously, if you have 1 income and you add another one, 2 is great. But if you add a third,
beach, yes sir.
If you add a third, 3 is, you know, 3 is really great. You feel me? So, I think it's interesting that we just low key kind of like moving
in that general direction.
more and more towards that. You feel me? In this time that we're living in, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know y'all thoughts on it. You feel me? If it's some fellas in the building, women in the building, you know, one income is great, but three,
Two incomes.
two incomes is great,
Three are better.
but three is better.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people, you know, whether YouTube or just people of some sort of status or stature are really pushing towards more polygamous relationships.
Fair.
I saw something, I wonder if I wrote it down. I saw something that basically was just kind of talking about the general sense of it was if a man has quality and wants you, or high quality, and wants you to share him, it was more kind of like phrased around the question, if a man has high quality and wants you to share him, will you share him? And basically it was kind of saying like, this might have been verb low-key. It was kind of saying like how women low-key don't have a choice if it's a man of high quality. If I want
High stature.
Yeah, high stature. You feel me? Like if I want to share you, you either gonna be down with that, or you not. And then so if you not, then it's just on to the next person in a sense. So I guess when I saw that, I wanted to ask you. You feel me? How great does a woman have to treat you per se for her to be the only one? Like, or is that, you know, something, or let's keep it broad, you feel me? Not hypothetically. Hypothetically, what are your thoughts on that? Because, I mean, I know that there are a lot of men who just prefer one woman, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
But
you feel
do they,
me?
though?
That's
the question. Do they? Do they honestly believe that?
Do they honestly believe? Yeah. I think it could come to a point. So I've been watching this show on Netflix called Gypsy.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it to you, and it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting show. It's about a lady who's a therapist, and basically she has a bunch of shit going on with herself personally, and she can't face it from her own problem. She can't face, so she uses her power as a therapist to basically manipulate other people's problems that they're sharing with her.
Yeah.
And she uses it to her advantage to basically live another life. Fair. At the end of the day, it's a very unique,
so she's pretty much living through
other people.
The other people.
Yes.
To solve her own problems.
Yes, but there was something said in that show that I thought was very intriguing, I guess is the word I'll use. So I'll read it off. It was like a conversation between two people. But I thought, like, when I read it, I was like, oh, wow, I ain't never really thought about it that way. Or does this even make sense? You feel me? So basically she said, I'm going to just read the whole thing. She said, so just remember this is a conversation between two people, basically. So if you focus so much on what you should feel, you don't really know what it is you do feel. I can see the truth. There is no truth. It's all just perspective. Nothing is real except for what you see in an exact moment, which means you can't chase the truth. Did you catch all that? You want me to read it again?
You gonna read it again.
I'm gonna read it again for y'all, and then let me know y'all thoughts. So if you focus so much on what you should feel, you don't really know what it is you do feel.
Yes.
I can see the truth. There is no truth. It's all just perspective. Nothing is real except for what you see in an exact moment, which means you can't chase the truth. Now, granted, they were stoned when they was having this conversation. So,
but is it fake though? Is it
I think
wrong, though?
I think it's real. So even the first part, right? If you focus so much on what you should feel, you don't really know what it is you do feel. How you feel about that?
I mean,
is that just self-explanatory?
It makes so much sense to me, right? Because if I'm so worried about what I should be doing, I won't enjoy the experience of what I'm actually doing at that moment, right?
And Tyler said 2 stone. It's like facts and then 2 stone, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a real.
If you're not living in the moment and you're worried about the steps and the process you're going through, then you would never understand that moment that you're actually going through, right? So you won't understand that small struggle that everybody likes to talk about. You won't understand like that you're here, like I'm at step 2. Right, but I'm trying to get to step 5. You want to appreciate step 2 because you haven't seen step 5 yet, and you wonder why you can't move on. Mm-hmm. So just thinking on that level as well, like it's kind of hard to say, like, well, I've come from here and I'm there. Like, you appreciate things so much better when you're there and you experience it. That's the hard truth about life in general. Like, we have to appreciate where we are, and then when we make it to a certain place, we appreciate it even more because we know where we've been.
Jeff said real shit, basically. Everything is perspective based.
Yeah, because it's what's good for you is not good for me. I can say that. So how you view life, we may not like it doesn't line up.
Okay, so then what if somebody was trying to call in. I don't know if did I miss the call? Oh shit. What if my fault? I don't know if Peace is trying to call in, so I don't know if I missed it.
Call back.
Do it again. She just got to call and I got to answer. Okay, my fault. Call back, Peace. I think my phone be on vibrate, so I didn't see it. I'll hold it in my hand so I can feel it vibrate. So like, what if this is from a relational standpoint, right? So like, if you focus so much on what you should feel, you don't really know what it is you do feel. So let's use that in the same sense of the polygamous thing or polygamy, right? So it's like, we live in a society today where it's drilled so much on us to be in a committed monogamous relationship, marriage.
50-50 now, but yes.
Yeah. So how do you go about even just using this phrase in an actual relationship to feel comfortable enough to know that, you feel me, I don't want to focus so much on what people telling me I should feel. All right, we got to call it. We're going to take the call. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yo.
Is it in?
I don't know if I can hear it. We having some technical difficulties. This is our first time using the phone lines. You feel me?
You Bluetooth?
Yeah, I'm on Bluetooth. I just don't know how to do it. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out though, Peace. But that's funny as hell. So it's like, okay, let's say if I start to feel, if I'm in a relationship, hypothetically, right? Let's say if I start to feel our relationship is lacking substance. And let's say that's from a adventurous, physical, sexual standpoint. Yeah. So what do we, let's say I suggest that we need to spice it up. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring a friend in.
That's always spicing it up though.
No, it can be more. Like we can be more daring, I
think that when we come to the approach, that's kind of wrong, right? So to be like, oh yeah, let's add another person, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that can be kind of an issue in it itself, instead of just like coming to the situation like, hey, this is where I am.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's going back to knowing, you feel me, if you don't really know what it is you do feel because you're so focused on what you should feel, right? So like in our heads, well, in society today, from a relational standpoint and monogamous relationship,
I can definitely hear you.
We good? Oh, wow. Peace, you can hear us? Can you? Is she live?
She live.
What's up?
Am I alive or live?
So.
You're live.
I think I know I can hear you in the headphones. So can everybody else hear Peace? I hope so. Give a thumbs up if y'all can hear Peace. What's good? How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I'm good. How are you, y'all? Everybody on the team?
We doing great. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for calling in. How can we rock with you today on 2 Vet? You feel me? What's good?
Yes. Well, I wanted to call in and talk about the 3 incomes versus the 2.
Yes.
Oh, let's do it.
And I don't have an official marriage or anything, but I am practicing polyandry, and that's where there are 2 men and 1 woman. Yeah. 1 woman.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to shift the perspective in that also, because a lot of times when we talk about poly, we tend to only be talking about multiple wives.
Fair.
And I think that there are so many more, like poly is polyamorous, polyamory, polyandry. Like there are so many different polys that you can go into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I think it's dope. I think when you find individuals who you strongly like feel empowered by, and when you're around each other, y'all can just go crazy. That's great. That sounds like a wonderful household for me. But if there's any sort of resentment, resistance, or like you got to compromise on things that, you know, your heart are telling you something different, that's a different story.
So question.
Yeah.
An actual question. So,
Of course.
are you guys like super like open about communication and feelings and thoughts and all that? I mean, because we talked about it before I think we started here.
Yeah.
At the radio station where we were talking about we've seen more women practicing poly than we've seen men, and it's being more acceptable for one woman to have like two men. So how does that communication work with you since you are practicing?
I think it is. No, I'm fine. I think it really is about you and the individuals who you're in it with. I am practicing the kitchen table method. That's where everybody know everybody and everything. There's nothing that is secret, because secrets are how it's like seeds, you know, things that you're holding back, and it's just best to be open. You know, you'd be surprised what folks will be into if you just tell the truth. The heart power, you know, heart power trumps every power that there is. So,
fair.
I agree. So when you think about using your example as, you know, what was yours? Two women and one.
No, she's 2 men, 1 woman.
2 men, 1 woman. How does that? So obviously, as a male, I see it from a completely different perspective, you know, being a male and then
shallow
two women. No, I mean, no, I'm just
super shallow point of view.
No, I'm just saying. So when I think about it, right? So I think about how 2 women can necessarily come to disagreement when it comes sexually, right? So like one woman can be like, oh man, we got another call. I know. Hold on, beach. Hold on, boy. So another woman can be like, y'all can't engage in sexual activities until I get home, right? So when I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just saying I've heard this before. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember who was talking about it. Maybe it was
no, for sure. We're talking hypotheticals. I'm trying to understand what's the question.
Hypothetical. So what I've heard is from a woman's perspective, who, you know, there's a male and 2 women. One female can feel like, you know, she might have a different time schedule. You know, hypothetically, she might have a different time schedules work wise. So she doesn't want. Let's say if this was her man originally, and then they bought another girl in. So now she's feeling like, I don't want you to engage in anything sexual with her until I'm home from work. So like, is there any like leverage around in your you feel me, opinion or experience? You know what I'm saying? And it might go back to communication. You feel me? So
all the rules.
Yeah.
Right?
So I guess my question is, what type of rules have you know, encountered and are kind of like following, I guess, is when it comes to the sexual part of things. Because for me, I'm like, if you were my girl first, you know what I'm saying, and then we bought in another, and you want to bring in another dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So like, I want to know when. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just
this is what
hypothetical.
I'm saying. You're already in a monogamous mentality when you come into a poly, you know, situation under the conditional act. Okay. We speak about unconditional love all the time, but do you really know what it means to love yourself unconditionally? No matter what you have done, it is about accepting what is and moving forward. So when you're in a true partnership with yourself, with others, you find ways to just let things go, because it's really like the love. It's the love. Like, if you don't feel that you trust me enough to do anything with anybody, that is showing up a fear within you. And that is what I've learned so much about myself through my poly relationships, because anytime something comes up where I'm like, oh, that don't feel good, or no, they can't do that. It's like, wait, what? Like, if this was me, I would do it. You know, like in every situation, it's really, you're either allowing or you move around. But that monogamy usually makes folks limbo. like, oh, I'm gonna be in it for this, but not for that. But with poly, it's like just if this isn't working out, there are a million other individuals out in the world. Go explore yourself,
Fair.
But I love you enough to let you go and do that because I'm not an ownership of you. And if this is something that you want to do, that's divine. You got to do it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you said you got another call, so thank y'all.
No, thank you, Peace, thank you for calling
real
in.
Quick, so I definitely want to tell you that love is definitely conditional. That's we can talk about that all day.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah. But that's a different. That's a
whole nother
conversation.
But no, we thank you, Peace, for calling in. You feel me? All right, cool. So whoever I just missed,
Beach,
definitely call back.
Yeah.
But again, if you are new to the channel, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media's Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow our Twitter and our IG.
Don't follow Twitter.
Two Vec.
I do not post.
It don't matter. Still follow that shit. Two Vec Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. And then go look at the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of visuals up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. We got another caller coming in, so we gonna take this call.
Oh, shoot. Can I know us?
My ringtone, boy. Fuck you mean? Yeah. Beach Boy, what's good in the building? What's good, brother? Uh-oh, I can't hear him. Oh, here we go. What's
y'all
good?
hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now, Beach Boy. What's good, bro?
What's up? I'm just bailing out this shower one time and shit. That was interesting what the last young lady was just talking about the first call. That was tight right there.
Oh, yeah.
I can't front though, but nah, I ain't trying to make this like an ad hominem or nothing, attacking nobody's personal character. This is not a direct attack on that young lady and nothing like that.
Fair.
I think that this poly thing, man, is just a good excuse right now for us to do bald head hoe shit. We tired of being hoes. We tired of being hoes in the dark. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to be on.
You know
I
what,
ain't
though?
trying to be on the slut walk tip or none of that. You know what I mean? Well, I'm up there holding the sign up saying I'm a hoe too. And I'm not trying to use that term.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
That goes back to the communication of things, right? So even if I'm a male, right, hypothetically, and I start dating a girl, let's say I meet a new girl and we go on a date.
Right.
You feel me? Right off the back, if she asks me, am I dating? I'm going to tell her straight up, like, yeah, I'm dating other females. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah, I think that's the modern move, though. That's the modern move with things now.
But wait.
We try. Okay, my fault to cut you out.
Nah, you good, bro. But like even like you say, it's moderate. So like,
right,
poly and the whole thing has always been there for us as a people of color. Period.
Right.
Just
true.
like
True.
So like I always talk about, like you don't.
He coming with the historical implications.
You don't see individual marriage and situations like that until you see it's a benefit when it comes to like finances, which because the white woman technically never worked, and so in order for them to get the benefits, they became like this marriage couple, and so then marriage was really pushed heavily because at the end of the day, like, we've always been shifted around. Like even if you look at it from history, like these Papa Roach Rolling Stones, all these songs is just always there.
Right.
In order for them to get the benefit, they became like this marriage couple. So then marriage is really pushed heavily.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we've always been shifted around.
I'm motherfucking loosening up. My bad.
Like these Papa Roach Rolling Stones.
What's up? Where y'all at? I can't hear y'all, man. Y'all off in the distance.
Hey, yo, DJ.
I don't know who that is. I'm like,
it's me. It's like it's delayed.
It's you? Oh, that's so funny.
So it's like coming back.
Oh, I'm like, damn. I'm like, beat with you. I'm like, beat with you.
Y'all can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
So he probably playing it on his thing and then turn it down.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was you, Beach, on your end as far as
Oh yeah, because it's coming in a little late. I mean, but so like when we look at the poly thing though, you got to look at like the possession piece, right? And so like we talked about this, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Like Nick Cannon came out and said, like, why do you have to have possession of a person? Like that clearly, like you shouldn't have that right. Like I don't feel right saying that like we're married, so now you're part of like me and you're like my property. And
right. I think personally that's like theoretics behind the idea. It's like I've never seen a marriage license or a piece of paper that indicates that people are married. Well, look, I'm just saying. I'm only saying that in regard to I don't know. I think personally that's like theoretics behind the idea. Theorized vibe.
Cut your sound down.
You know what I'm saying? You mine and I'm yours. But look, I'm just saying. I'm only But on the contrary,
cut your sound down, bro.
That's like that thing is my theorized. I'm on phone up to my ear. You know what I'm saying? You might. Look, I'm only on the contrary,
You can hear it, can't you?
I think so.
We got the IM call back.
Yeah. Hey, Beach called back though, cause we getting a lot of feedback from
maybe it's his phone, cause his phone on.
Playing it too? Is your phone in the background playing it?
Yeah, is that me?
Probably. Look, you messing up.
I see what you're saying. My fault. Go ahead. Keep talking, Beach. Keep talking. I think that might have been me. My apologies.
What's the cause? With regards to the poly thing, though, I feel like it's a certain like agenda that's kind of raising. People awareness towards it is starting to be raised and stuff like that. But still, on the contrary, I feel like we're trying to create open atmospheres of discussion where we're not necessarily wasting our time. I mean, the world seems like it's moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's
and I think that it's like a piggyback. It's almost an effect of the speed of the dating game. You feel? Who got time to date? Everybody entrepreneurs. Everybody individuals.
Fair.
Like shit. I really don't got too much time to prioritize myself with one individual. One individual can take up a whole lot of time. You feel? A whole lot of time, especially as much as you want to give it. You feel? Then you sitting up there theorizing and fantasizing on the night about some other coochie. You feel? Like for real, let's keep it real. She might be doing the same thing. I'm not just trying to
ain't no mic, boy.
I fight as a dude.
Ain't no mic.
But I know women think along the same lines. They might want to.
Bro, they got rosters just as much as we got rosters, bro. At the end of the day, boy.
Word, you feel? She got Rick with the thick one. She got the other one that's kind of dude, that's kind of slick talking. You feel? They all probably help her sink in with certain vibes of herself that she probably discovered. People going through self-discovery, and we, you can do that at any age. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it makes me kind of wonder though, like, what does the poly market like? What is the general age bracket of people that's attempting to practice poly? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's gonna be 25 and up, 30 and up. You feel me?
I think it changes with the acceptance, right? So with the acceptance and what you see as a viewpoint when it comes to like sexual whatever. So I think it actually starts around probably 20, 22, because it's more acceptable for the younger generation.
I think that's the awareness age. What the hell you knew about anything at 22 years old?
I'm just saying, you said when did it start? You never really settled down.
I think the general age group that are actually like practitioners and have like a solid state of thought in regards to it, but at the same time are still very curious, because it's kind of like, it's an idea that people are getting more familiar with over time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was talking about how earlier, the monogamous theme was, it was one that was kind of pushed socially within the Western Hemisphere, basically. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
But on the contrary, it's like, shit, motherfucker been dating multiple people. Shit, some of our granddads got 20 kids and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And they said, and grandma ain't went no motherfucker well. That nigga, Papa was a Rolling Stone wherever he laid his hat his home. You feel?
Facts.
Yeah, that's a poly dude right there. He come through, he drop his hat and he lives in his motherfucker now.
Yeah, reproducing. But nah, Beach, I appreciate you on life. I appreciate you calling in, Beach. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you stopping by, man. You know what I'm saying? All
right, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, shorty. Y'all ruffling some feathers up in here. This with that pop shit, man. Y'all just admit y'all want to be some bald head hoes, man.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. I was already
y'all
one.
Want to do hood rat stuff with y'all friends, man. I get it.
I was already one, but it's all good. I was just, I had standards on my shit. You feel me? But anyway,
Beach. Honest hoes. You feel me? We tired of being dishonest hoes.
Yeah. All right, bro.
For the streets of the boat. All right, y'all. In a minute, man.
That's her. Hey, appreciate Beach, man, coming through. You know what I'm saying? Again, for anybody in the comments, you know what I'm saying, before we get to the next topic, you know what I'm saying, the phone lines are open. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Sure. You feel me? Quick shout out though to my brother Semi Joe performing tonight. If you in you feel me, Ohio, you know what I'm saying? Go check out my brother Joe. You feel me? He got a free concert tonight. You feel me? I just want to give him a quick shout out because you feel me, that's my brother. But no, KJ, you sent me something before we get into this next topic. I wanted to know how you wanted to word it because you sent it to me. The one about who's at fault, the user or yeah, there you go. So just hop into that. You feel me? We can hop into that, and then maybe if some people feel inclined to call in on the topic, we can.
With Michael K. Williams dying.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
With the other comedian dying, and I don't know his name.
Wait, another comedian?
He died before Michael K. Williams.
Okay, gotcha.
Black guy.
Okay.
He went to a party as well. Ended up using like coke. Like lace. Outside of that, like him and the other dude died, and the woman survived. And then Michael K. Williams died. And so what we see right now is like the police are looking for the individual who sold them the drugs, right? So
for the comedians,
for the drugs, period.
Okay,
for the comedians, and for Michael K. Williams specifically. So my question was like, who's at fault, the user or the drug dealer? Who's at fault, period, though?
The user. Like, I mean, ain't nobody tell you to buy that shit and use it. Like, you don't know what the fuck they did with them drugs. So, I mean, are we insinuating that because we don't know the death, we don't know the reason or cause of death for Michael?
I mean, they said it was some drug paraphernalia. He has a history of like heroin use. Like,
interesting.
Relapse. So he pretty much kind of like relapse and then like, you know.
So before we get into that though, because I kind of want to give the roses where they're due, even though he received a lot of roses while he was here. I mean, because I think personally he was just a very incredible actor in his craft and what he did. I mean, I'm a huge fan of The Wire. I'm pretty sure you are too. And he just really destroyed every role I ever seen him in. Like, you know what I'm saying? From The Wire to Boardwalk Empire to whatever else the fuck he was in. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just always he just really played that role very well to a T. So I guess I wanted to know, what was your favorite thing you ever seen him in?
I mean, most doubt The Wire. I watched a lot of his documentaries though, and it's funny that he did like black market documentaries for like drugs and stuff.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, you know, but that still don't take away from the struggles that we go through.
It doesn't, and it's a day-to-day struggle. It's a day-to-day issue.
He's very, you know, activist too. He was very in you know, inside that world as far as like giving back and, you know, making sure our youth has something to. Yeah, we probably is, but it's okay. I know, it kind of threw me off. Like I ain't moving no more. Like
I got my lip like that.
Yeah, I know. DJ, we froze out here. FYI, the TV's froze. I don't know what that means.
I wonder if it's just a TV or if it's just like us on the this thing. Like
yeah, maybe. But no, I thought it was obviously super like sad because it was just kind of random, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's so young, man, 54, bro.
Yeah, I know, and I was like thrown back, like, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to assume that it was like drug related or no shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it was.
But for me, definitely Omar in The Wire was probably the best thing that I've seen him in. He was really good in Lovecraft Country too. He was amazing in that. Yep. But again, that's just any role, and it's funny because I think Boardwalk Empire. You ever got a chance to see any of Boardwalk Empire?
I did. I don't think I appreciated him as much because I was like watching it after The Wire, and The Wire was like so good to me.
Yeah.
Like Boardwalk, and it was different.
Yeah, I kind of didn't finish it either, which is really funny.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
That's funny. Somebody said, had me turning my phone upside down because I thought I had y'all froze. They say, KJ ass looking like Conway the Machine on the froze screen. I'm glad I was just looking, boy. That's funny as hell. No, so I think to go back to your original question, I think it can be twofold, right? So I mean, that's even even I don't know if we got no Raising Kanan fans in the building. You know what I'm saying?
That was so petty though.
But at the end of the day, it goes to your question though. Who's to blame? The dealer or the user? You know what I'm saying? When we think about old girl, she had no reason going in jukebox bag and stealing the fucking drugs because she had one taste of crack. Now all of a sudden you want to know what crack is.
She ain't smoked crack before.
She did. Buddy put crack. Buddy put at the studio. Buddy put crack in the blunt. You feel me? And told her to hit it, and that goofy ass hit it. Now, first of all, I'm gonna be like, before I hit anything I don't know from a person, what this is, what's in here. Yeah. So you can tell me that it's crack in there and not just weed, and then I can make the conscious decision to be like, I'm cool. I don't smoke crack, my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it goes back. Yeah, it's like I don't smoke crack, man. Like I can smoke some weed. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, extending the invitation. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think it can be 50-50, right? So even with that, right, people are blaming Kanan, and then they blaming old girl. You feel me?
Well, I was talking about 50 Cent, period, because he came out with like the whole like.
So I didn't understand it. I know they used to be into it.
Not really though. Like,
I mean, they used to have.
He was like, because Raising Kanan had the whole thing where like everybody died off fentanyl.
Yeah.
And so like 50 posted something like, him and like Michael K was into it, and so Michael K died off heroin. So it's pretty much like, like he had tasted like he got it. Yeah.
It was like he must have seen the episode with the fentanyl.
It was kind of promote his show. And it was like, come on, man. Like,
it was kind of fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm a 50 fan, but like I wasn't surprised by it because he's been doing that for the longest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not about anybody's death though.
And we gonna get back into the comments in a second. We trying to figure out the technical difficulties over here, so we appreciate y'all staying intact. You feel me? But I don't know. I think so if we just talking about the Michael K. Williams situation.
Yeah. I mean, we can go even broader, right? Because at the same time, like everybody, they want to arrest all the drug dealers who sell drugs on the street. But like, let's think about it. Like,
motherfuckers ain't got to buy that shit.
The narcotics, the alcohol, all these things are technically drugs that people are hooked on consistently. And none of those big farm companies are ever going down. Like even the one who like for the opioids, right? Mm-hmm. So like they came out, said they got a bunch of people on it, had a bunch of doctors like confessed to be like overprescribing and everything, and they didn't hit like no jail time.
It's crazy.
But the person who sold him these drugs, they're probably gonna hit like as much time as they can hit. But like at the same time, it's just like, well, you have this one drug over here that we know is lethal from like research standpoint, period. And then you have another drug that's like being sold on the street, but because it's being sold on the street, it doesn't really like the street person is punished way more than a corporation person.
Yeah.
And so it just goes back to it. Like, I mean, it's unfair, but still, like, so who's responsible? At that point, is it the dealer or the user? Because you don't actually have to take these medications. But if the doctor tell you to take it, you're going to take it, right? Not knowing the side effects, right? And so I know plenty of medication.
I'm only going to the
Bro, what you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Shit, I ain't know that was going to happen. Shit, it's still peaking from the other phone call.
Last phone call.
Yeah. So I was trying to read Jeff's comment. Can you see his comment?
That role in Lovecraft Country had to be the most shocking, controversial role because we didn't expect the role to be a dude on the down low.
Well, I kind of did because he was gay in The Wire. So like I think for me I wasn't surprised by it because I think when I first saw it I was like, damn, he be a little too comfortable playing these roles.
I mean, but he gay though.
I didn't know initially. You feel me? I thought he was just a really good ass actor, and I'm like, you can't be that good and not like dudes, like you know what I'm saying. So no, it made sense, and it made sense to me when I saw Lovecraft Country, and so I was like, oh, okay, he got to be gay then at this point because I didn't care enough to go look and be like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, so his whole story though, he started off as like a dancer at like the clubs back then. So that's how he even got into the whole joint, and then he got slashed on his face at a fight at the club.
That's crazy.
And that's how he got his scar. You know what I'm saying? But like he's always been in like not so much in the street life, but kind of like in the street life because of the drug situation and the dancing in New York period. So that's how he knows like Queen Latifah and all the other people who started off dancing and started going to those clubs because that's where he started off. Just like J-Lo started off, right, dancing.
Yeah.
And then she like got her big boom. Like he decided to act a little bit later.
And Jamie Foxx was like, I remember when it used to be just hey ho, hey ho. She tried to, and Jamie Foxx, and this, you ever seen that stand up? I Might Need Security? Bro, watch his stand up, I Might Need Security. That shit is hilarious, bro. He was talking about when J-Lo was talking to Diddy still, and she tried to like play him. And he was like, she tried to play me, like, you feel me? And I wasn't even mad at, I wasn't even mad at Diddy. He was protecting his girl, you know what I'm saying? He walked up on me, told me, take that. You feel me? He's like, I remember when it used to just be hey ho from A Living Color. He's like, I remember when it used to be hey ho.
So Jeff said that the dealers are supposed to test the product before you pass it out.
Yeah, but they be okay. So when we think about Raising Kanan, right? What Kanan stupid ass do? He laced it with, I don't know what that was. It fentanyl.
I mean, even the insurance though, you're still not getting paid out. Like no family is really getting like that much money. Like you really don't understand the side effects that you're getting, especially if you're like, and I don't want to like not promote like some medication for people who have mental health illnesses, but at the same time, like the things that go inside of these medications are long-term effects. Like you can look at it, but once you wean yourself off of it, the side effects are just as dangerous. Just from looking at that viewpoint. So if you look at like, it's a drug called lithium. Like lithium is so dangerous that like you really shouldn't be on it for a long amount of time. But you have people who's on it for like years at a time. And then it eventually affects your sleep. It eventually gives you all the side effects. And once you get off of it, you feel like you actually are going crazy because they didn't actually balance it out. And they mess with your imbalance so much that that's the thing. And that's a doctor prescribed medication. Like it's that easy. Yeah. Now, lithium is one of the better drugs that are out there, but it's more old-fashioned as well. But that doesn't mean that it's not as harmful to you as you using heroin or using some other street drug to medicate yourself. Just, so,
weed is all you need, man, at the end of the day.
I mean,
but
you need a little bit more.
I mean, okay, yeah, but I mean, that's it depends. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation. Off air. You feel me?
But off air.
But I think that's the. I still never believe that weed is the gateway. You know what I'm saying? I think the motherfuckers used to say that to scare you.
I mean, it gets you higher though. I mean, but what every crack gets, I mean, you get so high and you get so consistent at the same level that like you look for another high.
I'm good.
But that's
stoned,
you though. But some people,
where I'm like, bro, I'm too stoned. My dude.
For
like,
some people,
yeah.
Look for another
no,
high.
that's fair. That's fair. I think, yeah. So anyway, I mean, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. At the end of the day, you want to read off a couple more comments before I jump?
He said, "Shout out to Lindsay."
The beach funny as hell. Yeah, but before we get to the top of the hour, there's a post that we saw, and we just kind of want to touch on it before the 7 o'clock hour. So I'm gonna just read it off, and then we can kind of break it down. So only men love a woman with no money, no house, or no car. Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. Only thing women love unconditionally is their kids.
And that's a condition.
Fair. That's crazy. So let's break that down. If there's any women in the comments, please let us know y'all thoughts. The lines are open. I'm gonna read it one more time. Only man can love a woman with no money, no house, or no car. Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. Only thing women love unconditionally is their kids. What are your thoughts, KJ?
I mean, I don't see no lies.
You don't see no lies in that?
I see no lies.
Huh.
I mean, it's a lot of dudes who definitely would take a chick no matter what stance she's in. But I haven't seen it vice versa. Right?
Yeah, because I think women have all of these, expectations, I guess is the word I'll use. What's up, Boosie? They have all these expectations that they want us to uphold. Therefore, if we don't, they not even really rock with us. So I think from a financial standpoint, if you I won't even use the word broke. If you just entrepreneur or creative and you trying to build your business, 9 times out of 10, a woman really not going. If she's at a certain stature or a certain plateau, she not really going to rock with you. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I don't really see a lot of, and I noticed that about women the only thing they can love, and you funny, is their kids unconditionally. But even that's a condition. You know what I'm saying? Because kids get on your nerve just as much as anybody else. Right. So it's like, you feel me? But I think it's a lot of truth. I think it's a lot of truth to, honestly, when I think about what I look for in a woman, I really do just want her at the end of the day just to be my peace. Fair. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to come home. I low key kind of do too, Boosie. We had some technical difficulties earlier, and so now we look like this on cam. So it's kind of different, you know, just kind of different. I'm not used to looking at it yet, you know what I'm saying? But no, I think at the end of the day, I've always just kind of wanted that for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to just that one woman come home. Yeah, you know, just that one. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I just always wanted to come home and feel like I don't have to worry. I don't have to bring all the other crap that I just had to deal with, and then I got to come home and then deal with the same stuff from you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I completely agree with the statement in that sense, as far as like, men really just want women to be our peace. And I really don't. I mean, do you think we have certain expectations around connecting with our partners physically? Like, you know, do we expect it? Like, you feel me? Because it says only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return.
I think that's the purpose for the man, because I feel like he would be fulfilled in doing what he needs to do. Okay. Like, career wise. So like, if I can just get all of everything else settled, like, I don't really need you for anything except to like just be there for me because of the same, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Support me in that. Right, when I need it, because I'm not going to always need it, but at the same time, just like, I just need a place to just come home, relax, and just chill, and just like not have to worry about the struggles and everything else that I'm fighting out there in the world.
So the one part where he said, or whoever this is, said a woman's love comes with conditions. I mean, it do. I'm not disagreeing with it, but I mean,
I'm not just gonna say a woman's love.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, when you think love. Okay, thank you.
Love comes with a condition. It's something you can do to break the trust, or something you can do to make me say, like, I can't do this. And if I say I can't do this, depending on the level we are, it means that I lost love for you. If I lose love for you, and I view you as a different light, that means that it is not unconditional.
Boosie said women feel the exact same way. Which part though? Which part about the condition? No, and I think, and if that is what you're talking about, Boosie, I think that's 50-50, I guess, because I mean, at the same time, it's like, I know I can love a woman necessarily without having some sort of like condition to it, like, you feel me? But it's hard to do that, because when we think about just love in general, I think it is conditional. Like, I don't think it can be unconditional. I don't think you can love a woman, if we're just talking about relationships, I don't think you can love a woman unconditionally, because it's always something that woman does that makes you not love her as much as you told her or she thinks you do. Like,
I'll just keep it to person.
Huh?
I'm not gonna specify it. I think it's people. Period.
Got you.
So I'm not just gonna put it on her to say like, well, she's only, or I'm only. No, like, us as people, we have conditions when it comes to love. I don't know what that looks like for you. Maybe you have a lot more tolerance than I have. But at the same time, it's still a barrier. It's still something you can cross to make me say, I can't do this, or I can't rock with you. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it comes a condition. Now, will I have love for you? Yeah, but what's the difference, right? Then we start looking at technicalities. And so then once we do that part, like, that's what it shifts to, because then we get into like more isolated characters of what it, you know what I'm saying? Because you can, like my uncle always says, you can love a bum on the street, but you don't love him like you love your family. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna help him the same way. So the technicality is broken down and it's compartmentalized. So I'll always have love for you. Yeah, you meant something while we had our time, but now you don't really mean that to me anymore. Which means that the love is not. It's a condition now.
Fair.
Now it's not unconditional love, because when it's unconditional, I would have done anything for you. Now I won't do everything for you that I would have. Therefore, now your love comes with a condition. And I can always do something. So therefore, it doesn't exist.
Gotcha.
Unconditional love doesn't exist. I mean, and we can talk about it.
No, we go and you know, everybody in the comments, make sure y'all come back in. We at the top of the hour, you feel me? Make sure y'all go follow What's in It for the Black People Media's Facebook page. Make sure you go follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? The phone lines are open. You feel me? Make sure y'all. If I sent y'all the link, you feel me? Go share that shit with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Tell somebody to call in who you know can be controversial. And we can talk shit with them.
We got to start having incentives too.
Huh?
Incentives.
Yeah. It's gonna get real spicy. You know what I'm saying? Win some lingo wings. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because it is Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. You know what I'm saying? But we finna go at the top of the hour. We'll be back. Because they lingo wings, boy. I mean, KJ got his wings too. Fly sweater KJ in the building, y'all. I don't want to, you feel me? Like, you know, his sweater is fly today. You feel me? You know, somebody told his ass, hey, boy, when you gonna start wearing some fly sweaters, boy? Like, KJ showed up today, boy. What you talking about? You embarrassed me. Hey, but we'll be back at the top of the hour. You feel me? Come back in. Come back in.
Fair.
Don't like
I need some water.
WIIFTBPM. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. Still fooling. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Still watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from. Look, where I'm from, you gotta decide your own outcome. When niggas keep the peace like King and still move like Malcolm. Get it by any means as long as income is the outcome. Hit that stop button when they mouth run. Damn, straight bullets through the skies that powder babies just like talcum. Heartbroken mothers pray to God and ask them how come. You kill one of mine, you gon' get outdone. Say yourself cause Batman ain't gon' save you here in Gotham. Where everybody grew up with a hoop dream. That ain't work, so now that brother out here trying to move peas. Shoebox stash and try and stack it up for that new V. Scat packs, Hellcats, SIT, that new Jeep. Ballin' like a school team. I get gone off one of them cones, stay in my zone, no 2-3. RIP to all my dogs, this Hennessy hit concrete. Free my boys behind them walls until they see us all free. Till our day come, we gon' keep on ball link. Chillin'. Coming from where I'm from. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. Cause everybody trying to make it out where I'm from. I'm from the city of Faux now. Folks in mode now. Blocks they strolling while the cops patrolling. Or they in the trap trying to whip that baking soda. Kids gotta eat, gotta make payola. Try to survive in the windy city of shy. Where even if you got a job, you finesse on the side. Cause they steady raising taxes and the rent getting high. It's getting hard to get by, you feel that pressure apply. Got some weight on your shoulders and some stress in your chest. Eyes bloodshot red cause you ain't getting no rest. I feel your pain, but you can climb out them depths. I know it's hard stacking bread, paying off them debts. But stay focused and maintain and keep going. And watch the ones that you keep the closest. Never leave your circle open, cause a lot of niggas out here serpents. Snakes in the grass lurking for certain. Every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from.
from. Cause everybody try to make it out where I'm from.
Two bags eating chicken. What you wanna do? Missing? Give me that chicken, chicken. Give me that chicken, chicken. Chicken. Chicken.
What's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the podcast, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say, your boy Floss for the Kid.
And we broadcasting live from WIIFTBP. What's in it for the Black People Media? If you new to the channel, if you in the chats, make sure you go follow What's in it for the Black People Media Facebook page. Make sure you go follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? I just realized I didn't open that way, man, with the WIIFTBP. Anyway, damn, KJ, you ain't even catch it, boy. You ain't. Anyway, it's been a great first hour. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate all the callers. You know what I'm saying? Coming in. Shout out to, I did blame it on you. Shout out to Peace for calling in. Shout out to my boy Beach. Any other callers in the building, the phone lines are open. You know what I'm saying? If we discuss something and y'all got opinions about it, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to call than write in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But we going to get into, a few of these. I know it depends on who calling though, right? We going to get into a few more of these topics, you know what I'm saying, to close out the hour. But I want to talk to some of the women in here. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all be putting us through shit tests? You feel me? And so I saw a post the other day that basically was talking about how women put men through these shit tests. You feel me? And I always realize it. I mean, because I guess I'm just aware. You know what I'm saying? So I realize it when it happens. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Boy, KJ, tell whoever texts you, boy, we on the show, boy. Tell them be cool, boy. Wow. Anyway. Look, KJ be throwing me off. Look, boy, hey, whoever call in, boy. What you talking about? Whoever texts right now, y'all got some shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me stop putting my man on blast. But look, so no, I'm always aware when a woman is putting me through a shit test, whether it be my, sister or, a person I'm dating or like, etc. So women in the chat, I just kind of want to know why y'all do it at the end of the day. What do y'all benefit from doing it? But so before y'all, start asking questions, I want to read off a couple of things that I saw from this. This was the same woman who was like, there's no such thing as a person cheating like on you. Like, you feel me? If they are choosing to cheat, they're cheating on themselves. You feel me? They don't have no obligation to, like, you feel me? This is the same person. No girl with the pretty eyes and like yeah. Be glowing melanin, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically she was like women shit test, and they put you through a series of questions or categories, if you will. Yes. But the first one was the compliance test. And so basically she was saying that women will ask you to do something that doesn't benefit us, right? So like there's a TikTok video out of a couple, and she was like, I'm about to put my man through this compliance test, basically. Okay. And so she kept asking him to do random shit before they was about to leave. So she had the camera like set up in the car. And so she was asking him to, like, every time he would get in the car, she would ask him to do something different when she could have just asked him to do all of that in one setting. So she would do, like, you know, oh, baby, I'm thirsty. Can you go give me water? Oh, baby, I forgot my purse. Can you go grab my purse? Oh, baby, I really want some pineapples. Can you go get some? And my man just did every single one. And then it took, like, the final time for him to be like, babe, like, you tweaking, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, but basically she was saying that, and women, I want y'all thoughts. Basically, she was saying that women do this basically because she wants to know how much you'll put up with, like, you know what I'm saying. So she was saying if you dating, then you stupid for, like, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. Like, she was saying, like, if you, like, in a long-term relationship with a person, then obviously there's, like, limits that you obviously should take, and then just be like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, like, okay, there's only so much I'm going, you know, bend over backwards for, basically, to do for you, like, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And then she went on to list a couple of questions. So, fellas, if y'all in the chat, make sure y'all pay attention to these things if you out here dating. You know what I'm saying? When a woman tells you, let's just be friends, we all really know what that means at the end of the day. Either she just don't really have a high level of interest in you. Because for me, if I have a level of interest in you and then you hit me with the let's just be friends, I'm going to immediately be like, oh, yeah, nah, I'm not trying to be your friend. Like, we might as well just keep it moving then, because you already know how I feel about the situation. So when you hit me with the let's just be friends, that ain't no test for me. I'm just going to tell you what it is. Like, you feel me? And then feel free, KJ, to cut in at any moment. But so then there was the buy me a drink one. You feel me? First of all, I don't know you. I just met you. Like, let's say if we, hypothetically, we at a spot. You feel me? You spark a conversation with a girl, and the first thing she tell you is to buy her a drink. I ain't buying you no drink. Like, I mean, first of all, like, shit, it's like $20 for a drink in here. Like, you know, I ain't saying I'm cheap or no shit like that, but it's like, I just met you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you don't even know my name yet. You talking about buy you a drink. Like, you feel me? Like, so now I know your motive. You know what I'm saying? I'm sarcastic, so, like, I'm a be creative and witty with however I respond to it. But at the end of the whole thing, you're not gonna get no drink out of me. But I guess is basically what I'm saying. A real man pays for everything and opens doors.
I don't know about that door shit.
I think if you, I think a woman would never have to tell me that I don't open the door for her enough.
Fair.
Like, I feel like if we dating and we go into a restaurant or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be leading the walk.
Right.
You feel me? Unless we, like, just walking together. But I'm going to initially just open the door for you to walk through it. You know what I'm saying? As far as paying for everything, I think we got to be at a certain level of.
We on a date, I think that.
Yeah, if I invite you to this date, yeah, I'm gonna pay for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, now
you say we friends, I ain't paying.
Yeah, if we friends, I'm not paying for shit. We 50-50. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna pay for my dinner and what I had, you feel me? And then you gonna pay for yours. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, and then the last one was, she would ask a guy, what would you do if I ever cheated on you? Nothing. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's what you want to do. Go ahead and do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have no, so those were like the first phases of her giving out advice as far as breaking it down with women shit tests. So again, if it's some women in here, I would love to hear.
I think the cheating part is interesting because.
You ever had a woman ask you that? What would you do if I cheated on you?
Cheating on me?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I ever had a woman ask me, what would you do if I cheated on you? I mean, I don't know what I would do. I think it depends on how deep we are in a relationship. You feel me? Like, if it's new, I'll be like, I don't give no fuck. Like, if you want to go fuck somebody else, then go ahead. Like, cause
it's not my business.
It's not, because I could be doing the same. I could be doing the same thing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I think it depends on how in depth we are. Like, if we like years in and then you say that shit, I'm already gonna be thinking, damn, you plotting on already. You already plotting on doing it then. Like, what you mean? What would I do if you cheated on me? Like, you know
but would you remember that though? Forever.
If she asked me that question, I wouldn't hold on to that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would just know, because I mean, you would have to be in tune with, you know, who you are sharing space with, you know what I'm saying, or who you are considering your partner. You should know the ins and outs of how they move or what you remember, you feel me? Once you start noticing that shit is off, you know what I'm saying, you address it. I'm going to address it, you feel me? Yo, you been acting real suspect lately, like, you know what I'm saying, what's good, you feel me?
Everybody ain't suspect.
Yes, but then people show that. Some people show that shit, you know, because they don't know how to really hide it. You know, we ain't got a lot of good, great actors in the world, like, you know what I'm saying, or actresses. You feel me? So, motherfuckers just blatantly, like, you know what I'm saying, just you can tell when a person is just kind of like checking out. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, yeah, no, it's interesting. So the first one was the compliance test. For all the females in the chat, I like how y'all just letting us talk shit about y'all. But anyway, we're gonna keep it going. Then there's the confidence test, right? So she'll say some super like off the wall shit just to see if you like get mad. You ever been in that situation where like, you know, a person you talking to, or, you know, would just say some random shit, like, you feel me? Your ass be doing the most, like, you know how women be, you know, some women, sometimes. You feel me? But your ass doing the most, like, how do you react typically?
I just look at them.
Okay.
No. So lately my thing has been like, I don't respond to stupidness.
Okay.
Of my life, bro.
And that's a good thing, because now she's not gonna.
I'm not even gonna engage.
You're not gonna give her. And though, what's good, my brother in the building. I feel you. That just made my heart smile a little bit. What's up, bro? No, I'm not gonna give it. That's my brother, bro. We go way back. He know what it is. You feel me? But equal Puerto Rican family in the building. Hey, you feel me? So if you're not giving them that, you feel me, attention, it ain't really none. They kind of get confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to learn that though, because obviously we mature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At certain levels of our life, I would hope that people would want to evolve and grow. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when it comes to a relationship, I'm not finna go back and forth with you. You know what's crazy? Like, somebody told me once before, bro, your ass, you should never be arguing with a female. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, you should never get into a argument with a female. Like, even if you wrong, my dude, like, you can say, you can let a person know that you wrong without telling them I'm sorry, in a sense. Like, you feel me?
So you don't even apologize, my nigga?
So look, listen. Listen, I think it's so situationally, right? So let's say if it's like some random ass, let's say if I'm late.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm not finna tell you, because I could have been late for a legit reason, right? But you just upset that I'm late, right? So like, I'm not finna be like, yo, I'm sorry for being late. I'm gonna tell your ass, excuse my tardiness. We had a bunch of stuff going on at work, you feel me? But I'm here now.
But
no, it's different. It's different. It's how you word it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I think it's just like, as a man and as a person who is supposed to be leading at majority times, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's just some shit, you know, women are just better at certain things than we are. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know, something with the kids, like, I'm gonna expect you to lead that a little more, but I'm gonna let you know. Some women, yeah. But I'm gonna let you know that I want you to lead that, because that's what you better at than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just, and then we know as men, I'm pretty sure we've all been in situations where we've gotten into it with women, and then at the end of the day, at the end of the argument or yelling match, it's just like, why was I even doing that? Like, that shit, I could have just did all of that by not even like engaging in that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You still argue because I don't engage.
That's true. I'm not saying, I'm just saying you never have to take it to the point that they actually, women want you to take it to. You know what I'm saying?
You don't, but they push.
That's fair.
From a personal experience, I'll just say that.
That's fair.
Not all women, but from a personal experience, they definitely push.
Okay, that's fair. So then the last one was the congruency test. So basically that test is to see if your word matches your actions, right? So like a lot of women, you know, we can talk a lot of shit as far as like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And then when it comes crunch time, that shit never happens. It's like, bro, what you talking all that shit for? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you feel me? So those are the tests. And I've experienced all of those.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't know if you ever experienced every single one of those.
If I paid attention. The first one, no.
The first one,
no one's
the compliance test?
No one's ever been like, hey, go give me a bottle of water. Hey, can you go give me this? Hey, can you give me that? Because, like, I'll just probably look at you.
Like, you know what? I'm sarcastic, but I wouldn't even take it as a test. I would say some shit. I think it depends on the situation too. Like, let's say if we chilling watching a movie,
right, on
the couch or something, right? But let's say we at your crib, right? Let's say I'm at your crib and we chilling on the couch watching a movie, and then you say, "May you go get me a bottle of water at the refrigerator?" My immediate response would be like, "Boy, this your house. What the fuck wrong with your feet?" That's what I would say on some funny, sarcastic type shit. But at the same time, I would be dead ass. Now, if we was at my house and that's the first thing you ask me to do, I'm probably gonna go get you a bottle of water because I'm a host at heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm coming completely different because I'm already, before I sit down, bro, I'm asking, you need something?
It's fair. And I probably would already have waters out.
Right. And then I drink water too. So like, it is like, hey, you want a bottle of water or something? Because when I sit down,
make sure y'all stay hydrated, boy. H2O.
When I sit down, I ain't getting back up.
Fair.
And I say that, and you look at me crazy as you want, but you feel like, hey, can you go get this? Like, I forgot. But like, it's just a bit awkward silence.
So what I found, and even just speaking from experience and how I've grown and evolved, a lot of men get so afraid in certain situations because of scarcity, right? A lot of men don't have options, you know what I'm saying, in a sense. So there's a scarcity factor, right? So some men won't feel obligated to speak their mind enough because they're going to we got a comment. Which part is mean?
That's me.
Which part is mean? No, I'm saying I think it depends. I think she might be talking to you, KJ, because I don't think I said nothing mean in the last couple seconds.
I said something honest.
Look, so then that's right to my point then, right? So that's right to my point then, right? As far as a lot of men be afraid to speak their mind or their truth. Even going back to the first original thing that we talked about, if you focus so much on what you should feel, you don't really know what it is you do feel, because we get so caught up in our mind of like, damn, this the only girl I'm talking to right now. Like, you feel me? So it's like, you know, I can't really say this because I'll hurt her feelings, or this is like, nah, bro. You can say things intellectually without being an asshole or like a dick and still like get your point across. But now if you don't say it at all, then that completely lost a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just my take. Women, I don't know why y'all be putting us through these shit tests and then y'all be talking about we be playing games. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all play more games than us for sure. If anybody disagrees, the phone lines are open. You know what I'm saying? If you new in the chat,
the chat's open.
The chat is open, however, too. You feel me? But we rather hear voices. Some of these voices be in here faithfully, and I don't know what y'all sound like. Boosie, what's good? I want to know what you sound like. You feel me? Just because your name Boosie. Boosie badass, funny as hell. But no, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow the IG and the Twitter, 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. Make sure you go like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken. We got a lot of dope shit over there too. You feel me? We about 30 plus episodes then. You know what I'm saying? Audio wise for sure. I don't know what we looking like over there on YouTube. But so let's talk about this Kanye shit though. You feel me? Since people don't want to call in. But let's talk about this recognized. That's fair. Let's talk about this Kanye shit. There's been a lot of debate back and forth about I mean, it, you know, depends on who you're talking to. But, you know, it's been a lot of debate back and forth with Kanye's album and Certified Lover Boy, Drake's album. So off the rip, I'm gonna ask you straight up, who has the better album?
You ain't gotta ask me that, you know.
Who got? I want you to say it. I want the people to hear you say it. Who got the better album? In your opinion, Kanye got it. Okay.
No, but I'll be honest and I'll be fair.
Okay.
Kanye got it, depending on what you want. Because if you look at a musical situation where you're looking at all of the sound and everything that comes with it, you're looking at like a growth and some ups and downs, you got Kanye. If you're looking at some fuckboy shit, you just got Drake.
Okay.
But I don't feel like Drake is mixed as well. I don't feel like it's blended.
Too sexy for my shirt.
And anyway, I hate that shit. My life, boy, I hate that shit.
What, the song or just the how
entire fucking song? Really? I mean, I don't think that it was blended well. I don't think that like, nah, bro, nah.
Interesting.
I think it was thrown together. I didn't like it. Drake's.
Okay.
Album.
Well, obviously, Kanye's definitely feels more one intentional. There was a real meaning behind it for me personally. Yes. Everything besides the first Donda chant, that shit was kind of weird to me. I turned it immediately. I just kind of felt like it was like, what is that?
Anyway,
but
I got you.
Yeah, so I feel like Kanye shit was very it was Chicago. It felt very Chicago. Obviously with the people can feel how they want about the antics and everything marketing Kanye does, but the shit is genius at the end of the day. I mean, you know you the man when you can build your whole house in Soldier Field. That's in the middle of, you know, white people, Magnificent Mile, like down there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What was weird?
What was weird? Oh, it was. Oh, she was talking about the Don the Chant. Yeah, no, that shit was very weird. Shelly in the building. What's up, Shelly? You feel me? The Don the Chant was very interesting. But anyway, a lot of people feel that way though. Like it's some funny skits out about it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of hilarious. But I do feel like Drake shit was very. He got some like typical pop top whatever chart, whatever he typically does in his albums on there, which is not surprising. I did find it interesting that they had some of the same features, which wasn't really surprising, but it was like, of course they gonna have these features, like Lil Baby, Jay-Z, it was somebody else on there who was on both of they shit.
Lil
Durk, which I thought was funny.
Travis Scott.
Yeah. So I think it's a preference thing. At the end, I don't know what y'all think in the comments.
It's Certified Lover Boy, so it's meant to be like that type of album, right? And so I don't think I honestly listened to an entire Drake album.
I don't think I ever have either.
To be like, oh, okay, I see this album, but because I had to compare it to Kanye West's album, and because of the hype, I listened to it, knowing that I really don't rock with Drake like that.
Gotcha.
To give it a fair ear. And
people feel like his best album was the Takeover album.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay,
it's possible. I mean, like I said, I never listened to a full Drake album, you know. So like, but what I see people and I hear people talking about is like, oh, well, Drake got the better album, and I'm like, well, did you listen to Kanye's album? That's my first question, and they're like, oh no. Well, how can you say that? You can't tell me that if you didn't listen to both.
That's true.
Like the argument is over. You didn't listen to both albums, so you can't tell me which one is better. You can just tell, oh, this song. Well, you can't compare 21 songs to one song, and that song probably is fire. It's probably better than like 10 of those fucking songs you just named out to 21. So
fair.
What we talking about?
What you mean, Boosie, when you say rap is so hoed? What is that?
I mean, but
what does that mean?
Drake isn't even really rapping though. He's more like an R&B sectional sliding. Like he's not. I mean, does he spit? Yeah, but like, come on, man.
He raps a little bit though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He harmonizes.
You say he harmonizes?
Yeah, what that nigga do? Harmonize.
That's fair, but there's a couple tracks on there where he was kind of.
I mean, he can rap. I never said he couldn't rap.
Yeah, he was kind of going in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I just think Kanye has the better. He has more. What's the word I'm looking for? Thank
production.
You. He has more substance production.
I mean, Drake lyrics though, when you look at them and you break them down, though, are better than Kanye's lyrics. But Kanye didn't do a lot of rapping either, like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't see.
There's a couple tracks in there where I was like, oh shit, he's spit.
Drake got a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. Kanye was more like he wanted you to like feel the shit because there's a lot of like long pauses and like, you know.
Yes, and so just embrace that and just like travel this experience with me.
Especially to go to jail joints, like he did 2 of them. You feel me? Yeah. And it was I felt it like even as it was building up, I was like, all right, but when we gonna get to the verse? But I still appreciated it at the end of the day. Shelly said, I don't like to compare art. Kanye album was Kanye, Drake album was Drake.
But Drake wasn't Drake, though.
For what they do best. I mean, wasn't he, though?
Well, he wasn't, though.
How different?
If you look at Drake from his history and you look at him now, he's not. He has too.
In what way, though? Because you said...
He has so many features on there. He's not really leading. He's not really taking over. It's not a lot of singing. It's like a lot of hooks. It's kind of like a break off of Kanye West's album, in my opinion, with like more singing and harmonizing, but from different people as well. The whole Too Sexy thing, like Drake and the collabo mesh, like that's not really like Drake.
But it is though.
No, it's not.
I mean, if you think about all the shit that he's low key has done, he's always had like.
But it's always been subtle. It hasn't been like so bold.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously he evolved, right, in a sense.
Nah, it's not even. All right.
You got to say that though. Like, you feel me? Can it? It has to be. I mean, it's the same Drake to me.
All
I mean,
the auto tune features and all the same beats.
I see what you're saying. Creatively, it's losing me. A lot of people feel that way about Drake's album
because it ain't Drake, boy. That shit ass.
I mean, it's fair. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've never listened to it. I only know certain songs that be like his actual hits. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't go in depth. Yeah, I don't go in depth of an album of a Drake album.
And so like easily for when I ain't even go. It don't really matter because you're not really a Drake fan, bro. So
I fuck with him. I ain't like, a heavy Drake person.
Right, so like the conversation is like is pointless with you.
Okay, so speaking of Kanye, before we you know what I'm saying, delve too deep. But speaking of Kanye, so like, did you see the whole thing about him firing his engineer because he was basically late, and you didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
So this is funny. So this is even better. Then I kind of want you to share your opinion. So basically, I wish I would have saved the picture. So basically, Kanye's engineer, the night of Donda, his engineer was like running late or whatever. He's supposed to be there like some in the morning, maybe like let's say 7 in the morning or some shit. But his engineer overslept and he didn't wake up till like 11. You feel me? And so like he sent Kanye a message basically saying like, yo, my fault, I super overslept. My phone wasn't like going off. I don't know what happened, blah, blah, blah. Kanye basically told his ass, go find God. Like, don't stop texting me. Go find God. Some shit. He said, you fired. Go home. Go find God. Or some shit like that. And so he got some backlash basically saying that some people felt, it was either extreme or it was like, there should have been a little more grace, or people was like, bro, this Kanye, my dude, like at this point, what was your point of even texting? Like you knew you was fired already. So it was like, I guess I just kind of wanted to know your thoughts about the whole thing, because people was feeling a certain way about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how I would handle that situation. You feel me? Because it's like, first of all, I don't think I would have told nobody to go find God, like in that scenario. Like, I think I would have just been like, yo, we can talk about this later, but don't even come in type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at this point, bro, you already like late. We didn't figure it out already. What we gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I guess people was feeling like he could have handled that differently. You know what I'm saying? Because then it got leaked. So now it's like, you feel me?
So they trying to blame the engineer?
I think it's kind of two ways. Like, you feel me? People feel like Kanye could have handled it differently or should have handled it differently. Yeah. Then they like the engineer, boy, your ass know. Like, you feel me? I'm definitely gonna have some people around me to know that if I especially if I did something the night before, if I like turned up or something, like I'm gonna have people around me to know like, yo, bro, wake me up at 6 o'clock regardless. Like, we gotta be, you feel me, at wherever we need to be for Kanye. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I hope it gets resolved, but that kind of sucks that he got fired basically publicly. So like everybody know like this man got fired because the text messages kind of
opened up.
So I think it's a weird that world, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
I don't think everybody's like that though. But like when you say like certain people,
yeah,
like yeah.
Like I know I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye said some shit like that to me. So I would know like, set 4 or 5 alarms, like, you know what I'm saying, to know that I need to be my ass on time for him. You know,
I mean, but not even to make an excuse, because like that nigga be doing really weird shit. Period.
Right, and I think that was a lot of people was, you know what I'm saying, fixating on that because he told him to go find God. It was just kind of very like almost kind of like hypocritical in a weird way, where it was just like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. I thought it was interesting.
Fair.
I wanted to hear your take on it.
I mean, it's Kanye West, like.
But does that make it okay?
I mean, none of it's okay, but I feel like it's to be expected. I mean, this man walked on the stage with Marilyn Manson. My man threw a concert for his album, just having people like rock their heads. Like, are we serious? Like, what are we talking about?
Did you see the thing?
Kanye West.
Did you see the meme that said Kanye gonna drop a album out with no tracks on it and just say feel the music? I thought that shit was so funny, bro. But I think Kanye has definitely it's Kanye West, it's facts. I think Kanye has definitely set just a different standard, at least from a marketing standpoint, for sure. For me, you know what I'm saying, just to be in that world. And I know how you feel about Kanye. He do a lot of things. You feel me? He do from fashion to music to all this other shit.
That big influencer. And
he is, and I think it was so funny that like I had never really saw. Besides somebody like, I won't even name drop that, but I never really saw somebody be able to have an album about to be released, nobody even knowing when it's going to be released, but then still being able to put on concerts, even in the time that we in right now, still being able to put on concerts because it's such high demand and it's all about money at the end of the day. So people, it's not going to turn down.
The listening parties have always been a big thing. That's why they exist at the same time.
Right.
What he did was...
But ain't nobody done the shit like he has, though.
But because what he did was make the listening party affordable for the average person.
How much you pay for your Donda ticket?
What he did was make the listening party affordable for the average person.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the tickets were as cheap as $150.
I'm fucking with you, bro.
I'm just saying.
Motherfuckers are selling them at the day of though. Motherfuckers was definitely.
cheap
Boy, I got one for like $400, boy. I'm like, all right, yeah, go ahead, yeah, enjoy that.
They were definitely as cheap as $150.
Huh?
If you jumped on it, you could have easily got one like nosebleeds for like $120 probably.
Got you.
And that's probably what's the cheapest. But still, like, let's think about it. Listening parties are always like big executive situations where the who's have always been there, right? Mm-hmm. But now what we see is that Kanye West has opened those doors so the listening party can be for the average person to even just experience it, because the Baby, Jay-Z, like all of the top rappers have heard like multiple albums before they even came out, because they attend these listening parties because of who they are and they can get in these rooms. Kanye West made the room for us.
Who had the better verse on Going to Jail, Jay-Z or the Baby?
I had to re-listen to it. I give it to Baby.
Yeah, he went crazy. He had some shit to say.
He did. I mean, I appreciate what Jay-Z said, but
I did, of course. His whole. But the Baby definitely had something.
It was just more meaningful because of everything he's going through, though.
Exactly. Yeah. So. Yeah. And it was interesting how he put the bars. But so who, in your opinion, and I don't know if you even listened to, some of these albums, but there's been conversations about who has the best album out thus far in 2021? It's kind of crazy. So I think some people who are in the category is obviously Drake, Kanye, Moneybagg Yo, Lil Baby. I guess Lil Baby and Dirk. No, Lil Baby and Dirk. They did the combo joint. I forget who else they put in the category, but it's been like a lot of discussion around who has the best album. So people still waiting on people feeling like Kendrick about to drop something.
He's supposed to.
Oh man, I can't wait. Like I would feel very
his final album of TDE.
I would feel. Did you hear the Andre 3000 Andre 3000 little verse, the little snippet verse?
It wasn't like all that.
It wasn't like crazy, but like it was good to hear him. Like he definitely had some bars in there though, where it was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
I haven't heard those albums as an entirety, so I can't say that. Yeah, like if you ask me who has the better album, I'll easily tell you Tyler the Creator, because I've listened to his album. Like,
thank you. I think he might have been in there too. Like yeah. His shit is dope. Man. Yeah, his shit is amazing. And it's funny. I think I was telling you this. I've never really been like a huge Tyler the Creator fan, but when he just dropped his latest project, it just kind of brought me back to how actually cold he is.
Yes.
My man different.
Yes.
So yeah, I appreciate all the music that's being dropped right now, but I'm definitely anticipating Kendrick and what he's about to bring to the table. But anyway, if you new in here, before we get to the next topic, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow the Twitter, the IG, 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. Make sure you go check out everything we have up on YouTube, Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken.
Want to follow us personally? Follow your boy Fly Sweater KJ at IG, or Mr. Lingo himself at IG as well.
Thank you, sir.
See what we doing on a day-to-day schedule.
Or the Lingo Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for that, Shelly. Nas' album was really great, actually.
It was nice.
Yes, I keep forgetting that Nas still out here rapping.
But see how he's just great, but he just like soars straight.
He's kind of yeah.
So is it really that great though?
It is though, but at that point it becomes about preference. You feel me?
I mean, you grew up on Nas though. Like
I did.
You create the history. You like what he does.
I did.
It's just not a standout type. Like Nas isn't a game changer.
But does he have to be? Like, I mean,
to compete in this market, he does.
Well, no, because now you not saying that he doesn't, but I'm saying now it becomes about preference, right? When we talking about like bars and substance, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas shit was better than Drake shit, in my opinion. If we talking about, because I like bars.
But can we say Nas shit was better than Tyler's?
No. Because Tyler's was just
what did Tyler do though? He brought you back to the 80s. He did the whole DJ thing. His lyrical concept was great. There. It was on point. The production is great.
DJ drama on
He's so animated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When Nas just did what Nas do, which is just rap and move forward. And that's why the conversation when I go to Kanye West is always so different depending on who I'm talking to, because it's just like, well, let's break down this, let's break down that. Like, you can't name a person or a person in general who's out here who's doing so many things on so many different levels at a high frequency of what it is.
Fair. And I understand that, and I get it. But, his album is great.
And Nas was great for what it was.
Listened to the whole thing.
No, I did. I did. Because when you put me on the Lauryn Hill joint,
she went crazy.
I just went back. And
she
then
went crazy.
And just
I can't wait to see her.
I
can't wait. I think she's coming to Ravinia. I'm definitely getting me a ticket.
Yeah.
You ever been to Ravinia?
No.
Okay, it's an experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like an outdoor.
Let me know when you.
Yeah, I got you. I need to check and see when the tickets is dropping.
Two-back concert.
Yeah. You feel me? So I wanted to touch on a few more things. We always got some movie shit or something random to talk about. But Really Love, we did a Tuvek review on Really Love on Netflix. That's dropping either tonight or tomorrow. We'll see what YouTube says because it's uploaded. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely already uploaded. Yeah. So I'm probably going to, if it's done, I'll probably drop it tonight. If it's still low, I'll drop it tomorrow. But I thought it was a really great movie. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to touch on it too much. You know what I'm saying? KJ definitely feels like it's a Love Jones 2.0. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't seen it yet and you still in here, we ain't gonna spoil nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? But definitely go watch it. It's very melanated. It's a really dope picture, basically, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Were you a Matrix fan?
I was.
A Matrix, what is this, 4? Matrix 4 is coming out.
Yeah. Is what's the name of it?
So everybody's in it still except for Lawrence Fishburne. So there was some pushback. Candyman is in it.
Yes. Yes.
So people had some backlash.
What's his name? Yeah.
People had some backlash
Such
about.
Yeah,
no, I know. I think people mainly just probably wanted to see
Morpheus.
You know what I'm saying? So they felt some sort of way when they didn't see that Morpheus was in it, and so I don't know if you saw the trailer.
No, I just saw him post because I follow him. I saw him posting. He did like a Morpheus tribute. So
yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to know if you was a Matrix fan. I guess we never really talked about that. Right. But I don't know. I just thought it was random.
Random.
So no, there's a tweet out. There's a tweet out about, since we talked about Jay-Z earlier. There's a tweet out about
having wigs.
No. That's funny. I mean, I don't know what that is on top of his head, bro. It reminded me of the Weeknd old hairdo. It's like, bro,
kind of does.
Cut that shit off, or get some normal dreads. But anyway, so Tidal, there was a conversation about whether a person should take $500K or have dinner with Jay-Z. Which one are you doing? Go. Are you taking the $500K? Or are you having dinner with Jay-Z? Damn. Corinthians said take the money. Now, I guess I'll look at it this way without getting too deep. So I'll say my little spiel while you still thinking about it. So I think if I'm going to have dinner with Jay-Z, I'm going to come into that dinner with something planned that I want to produce or either, turn a profit on already ready to have a conversation with Jay-Z, because maybe he might like it, and then I probably can obviously make more than $500K. If I'm just the option, I can either just have a regular ass dinner with Hov and then just talk the shit, I'm probably gonna take that $500K.
But listening to everyone who's met him, he is such more, and he's so prepared to mentor you and help you gain growth and.
Yeah, but I still would assume that he gonna want you to come into that dinner with something,
No, I'm not saying to not go with anything. I'm just knowing who he is and how he wants to, or talk about the growth and the wealth. He wants his kids to have money, type of shit. So
which one you doing?
With that, I don't know, man.
Nah, boy, which one you doing, boy? So for me,
if
I don't have a plan, I'm taking the money. I'm gonna take the $500K. She say $500K. I'll see Jay-Z eventually. I mean, it's real shit.
Won't though. How many people got $500K to never see Jay-Z?
I mean, it depends on what you do with that $500K. You might do something that draws his attention. He ain't out here looking for shit. He got artists that he signed before. He got creative and people he's worked with before.
people who are in real estate who make $500K, they don't never see Jay-Z. Easy.
That's how they probably don't choose or want to see Jay-Z. I guess you got to be in some sort of like
realm
field
with him.
or you know what I'm saying.
You have to be in a niche where he's going to be circling.
Okay, so which one you doing though?
I don't know.
Why you steady? Why you steady avoiding the issue? Which one you doing?
I say I would sit down with Jay-Z.
Okay.
I think the experience and everything he has to offer me would be so much more than the money itself.
Got you.
The knowledge behind like how to move appropriately.
That's fair.
So, or just the connection period.
That's fair.
So
Hey, after the show, can I get your weed man number?
wow. Wow. What do you think?
DJ in the building. Make sure y'all check out WeCo Wednesdays on What's In It for the Black People Media as well. You know what I'm saying? They live every Wednesday. You feel me? 8:30. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, in other news. So that was mad hilarious. That was mad hilarious. And other news, so there's been obviously with the whole Simone Biles thing, right? You know, she got a lot of backlash for withdrawing from the past Olympics. And then low-key, I think she came back.
Yes, and
then
she did
still,
like one competition. She still got like a bronze.
Yeah, low-key, I don't think she shouldn't have ever even came back. But anyway, somebody, she tweeted, I can't hear, basically this was to her haters. She tweeted, I can't hear you over my 7 Olympic medals, basically.
Yeah.
So it was a flex, you know what I'm saying, and I think it was a rightful flex because you know at the end of the day, somebody who I don't think when I first heard of the whole thing, I don't think I ever once thought that she was a quitter. I don't think I thought that she quitting on. First of all, I ain't gonna think nobody quitting on this dirty ass country anyway that don't do nothing for us. So like I never had that thought in my mind. But you know when I heard a lot of people talk about it and trying to call her a quitter and do all of this shit. I thought it was mad interesting in itself, mainly because one, first of all, you're not in nobody's head, so you can't tell mentally what's going on with them at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I thought I saw it and I just wanted to touch on it. You know, shout out to Simone Biles, you know what I'm saying? I think she is a very dope athlete in what she does. I couldn't do the shit. Feel me? It takes a lot of dedication and hard work to get to those 7 medals that she clearly flexed on them about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what your initial thought was when the whole thing kind of happened, but you feel me?
I don't have anything to say.
Oh,
I mean, it's nothing to really say. Like I'm with her. When she wanted to stop, I was with her. When she wanted to go back, I'm with her. So, you know.
Interesting.
That's it.
Have you seen all of these videos of people wilding on the airplanes, bro?
No.
So there's
no, not at all.
There's a few of them, bro. Like I don't know what's going on. I think we definitely like in a very unique time.
Fair.
Like I mean, motherfuckers is talking like, bro, we really reaching a point of like no return when there's so much stuff that's happening right now. And I guess I don't want to get biblical, but that's just too much. But there's a situation where you didn't hear about the dude growling at the flight attendant, the white dude growling at the flight attendant. So basically they landed, bro. I'm telling you, I got to show you the video. It's getting crazy out here. So they basically landed the plane. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is when you land a plane. Like, your ass lucky got to wait for a little minute until everybody, first of all, till they land and get to the actual fucking door.
Yes.
And then you got to wait till everybody who's in the front first get their shit off.
I mean, that's the nice thing to do. But yeah.
I mean, you an asshole if you get up and then just walk up, bro. Like, you really is an asshole. Like, I try
not to take no bags.
I try not to sit in the back, period. You feel me? So I just
like no bags, no nothing. I'm just gone.
Got you. So basically, this one white dude walked up to the front and was like, bro, we landed. Like, why I can't get off the plane? Like, we landed, woo woo. And the dude is telling him, like, bro, go sit down. Like, you feel me? You gotta wait, my dude. Like, we ain't even got up to the door yet. Like, he like, oh, we on the ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? Woo woo. And then he makes it back to the seat. He's saying a bunch of like random shit, and then he's just like growling at this dude like through the mask, like, it was so weird, bro. I was like, look, this what that vaccine got motherfuckers out. This what that vaccine got motherfuckers out here doing, bro. I'm telling you.
Growling though.
Yeah, bro. He was either off the vaccine or my man's was like off of whatever he was coming from. He was off the same drugs. He just never really. He just never really recovered, like, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's interesting. I feel like what's his name? What's the dude who talking to Kylie Jenner? Travis Scott. He the only surviving black dude who's been with a. I guess she's a Jenner, but she's still a fucking Kardashian at the end of the day.
I mean, he's been in and out though.
Yeah, but they got another baby on the way.
But they supposed to co-parent.
I guess, but they still got a baby on the way. You know, it's still an involvement. Like at the end of the day,
Tristan Thompson still do.
I guess, but that's just different. I don't know. It's weird. The whole scenario and all of that. I don't know. The celebrity world will always be confusing to me. Just because I always feel like they just stay in this weird bubble. You know how I feel about that. It's just like why we in this bubble? Why we can't get out of this? But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to touch on a bunch of random
that's what's up.
topics at the end of the day, which we low-key always do. But again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go follow What's in It for the Black People Media's Facebook page. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken Facebook page. Make sure you follow our IG and our Twitter, 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. You feel me? And make sure you go follow the YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. We got some dope stuff up. All the people who just like to listen, audio wise, you feel me? We on all of those platforms. What we on, KJ?
Google Podcasts.
Okay.
Spotify, iHeartRadio.
What else we on?
I think we on Apple. Maybe not.
Oh, Buzzsprout too. Buzzsprout.
I mean, they got to go to the actual page to go to the Buzzsprout link.
Got you. No,
so
Buzzsprout.
It'll be easier to just find us through like one of the other like platforms.
Buzzsprout be crazy. No, but so the last thing I want to touch on. So I saw somebody post that. Where did I write it down at? I think I wrote it down on my phone actually. So I'm gonna try to find this real quick. But basically, this might have been Dr. BOA, and I kind of want to know your thoughts on it. So basically, well, two things. We're gonna touch on two things real quick before we end. But the first one is there's been a lot of like weird trans stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, somebody posted that trans people should be brutally honest with people as far as their sexuality goes and what they either have or what they don't have, or et cetera, et cetera. And I necessarily agree with that, because it's like, yo, I want to know if you are portraying yourself as a woman, but you used to be a dude. Like, I low key would want to know that right away, because now I want to have the option to say, oh, okay, cool. Or I want to have the option to say, oh, yeah, nah, I'm cool. You low-key still.
For dating or just for, like, in general?
Either scenario. Like, I mean, but if we talking dating, yes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I personally need to know if that's something you.
I mean, I feel like you should tell somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
that's not something you should probably keep secret.
Right. But I'm pretty sure some do, because there's been scenarios where people didn't know and then had to find out some random shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, just be brutally honest with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You was honest enough with yourself to make that transition.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, just let me know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think that's respectable. Like,
it gotta be at the end of the day. So it's like, it's just a lot of stuff going on in the world with it that's causing a lot of unnecessary chaos, you know, with the whole thing in Atlanta with LA with the spa and trans people, like, you know, feeling
I think
like
the acceptance part is fine, but I think that when it comes to certain things, like, the honesty is definitely needed.
Well, I mean, even the acceptance part can be questionable, because I mean, you know, some people are just assholes, but it just looks different. But anyway, so there's a guy who's definitely on the red pill side of things, and how he presents certain things. Shout out to, you know, Dr. BOA. But basically, he was asking a question about does falling in love kill a man's will to live his best life? That's how we gonna close. Does falling in love kill a man's will to live his best life. So even when you hear that, what are your thoughts? What do you think about when you hear that?
I think that depends on what you consider a best life.
Okay, what would you consider your best life?
I don't know. It changes. So can it kill it? Yes, it can hinder it. I'll say that.
Why are you being difficult? What would you consider? What would you personally? What would you consider? Okay, what are some of the shifts? What would you consider your best life?
I don't know. I never defined it.
I think for me,
I never defined what the criteria for me to be living my
for me,
best
for
life
me,
is.
I would consider, since KJ don't want to answer the question, you feel me? What I would consider,
never defined.
what I would consider living my best life, or reaching that certain stature of my best life, is to me to be fully embedded in my passion and what it is that I love.
I like that.
And from a financial standpoint, obviously.
Thought about it though. I never thought about
I mean,
it.
you know, I'm just thinking off GP right now. Like, you feel me? Obviously, I've thought about it before, but I'm just thinking of. But I mean, they got to be something you think about though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you on some Kanye shit. You feel me? Good, well, that's good. Like, well,
But
no,
I don't
chance.
see
That's
to
chance.
live
That's
my
like,
best life. I just try to do it.
No, that's true. Like, I'm not thinking about, like, you know, how can I get to my best life?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
when
I'm
you-
living
right,
for today.
So I'm like,
okay, that's fair.
When you
That's
say
fair.
like, oh,
Okay,
what are
that's
your
fair.
criteria to say like
That's
you're
fair.
living your best life?
Okay, so I guess what he was really trying to say is, from an alpha standpoint, right? Is how do we reach our best selves? So can falling in love potentially kill that?
I mean, it kills a part of you, yeah.
Okay.
Because you sacrifice a part of yourself, like, you know what I'm saying, for the accommodation to make it mutually work.
Now, does that happen because let's just use the male? Does that happen because the male isn't as grounded as he should be to know the difference between still focusing on himself and giving somebody else that actual attention? You feel what I'm saying?
I think that can be part of it.
Okay.
Yes, because you're not solely focused on yourself and the concerns for other individuals come into play. I think that's definitely a part of it. Like, so like, let's say like, well, hypothetically,
Okay.
right? Like you've been grinding your entire situation, right?
Okay.
You're sitting there stacking your bread up, but now you got this person. Like now it's just like, all right, well, if this person needs a little bit of help, like you like, oh, I got it. Don't worry about it. Like I can help you with this boost. I can help you with this small push. You know what I'm saying? Like
Gotcha.
It doesn't really matter at the end of the day when it comes to that, because it's like it's nothing to me because I've already been stacking this. I'm already at this place.
Right.
Instead of you just continuously seeing growth, it's kind of like, well, even if it's financial, it's like a small ding, and so now you got to go back up because you had $10 yesterday. Now you just spent $3, so now you got to get back to 10. You know what I'm saying? So does it hinder a little bit? Yes. How much will you allow it to is the bigger question, right? So like, let's just say
Fair.
you got to go in life and you got to do this test, right? You don't study as hard because your mind is focused on an individual. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not able to fully think about some things because you haven't realized how to separate those thoughts yet, because now you're head over heels for this person. And so if you don't know how to do that, then yes, falling in love hinders who you are as a person. But if you learn how to do that, then it completely helps. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you can stay alpha, can you stay alpha and fall in love? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Because you can easily, and you don't even have to be like, oh, well, we have to do X, Y, and Z, or it has to be this way.
It's just what your
You know the program you need.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like, hey, now I need like 8 hours of sleep, so I can't see you because I need my 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I'm
this
not
is-
about to talk to you all night. Like, you feel me? I need my 8 hours of sleep.
Right.
I'll talk to
I mean,
you.
right, because that's
Yeah.
the way you set things up.
Yeah.
So, but then when your feet are not technically on the ground, as you say, then it's just like, well, I guess I can do 6.
So do you think
know what I'm
do you think there needs to be certain boundaries around if an individual even is qualified to start dating a person,
I think
or just dating in general?
it's a self situation,
Okay.
right? And no one can tell that for you. You have to be able to know that for yourself. Like, I can't tell you, oh, you shouldn't be dating right now because you just blah, blah, blah. Like,
Got you.
at the end of the day, you
gotta know that shit.
might need a distraction, and you might need to date because your mind is somewhere else. And so you need something or someone to keep you. I'm not going to say entertain and use it like that way, but you might need someone to
Shit,
help
women
you,
use it that way. They always looking for us to just entertain them.
to help you
anyway.
get your mind off of whatever's going on at
fair.
that moment. So you might need that distraction, you know, at the end of the day. That's why when you look at it, COVID is so hard because you have to face yourself.
Yes.
You know, so you can't go out and fake the funk or be entertained by other individuals. You're at some point you're pushed to have to face and look at yourself.
Yeah.
And
in the mirror.
Right. And it's like, well, no one is really here. No one is blah, blah, blah. So now you have to deal with those issues and demons that you've been avoiding for so long. And what are you going to do? Are you going to fall and continuously like try to find a way out, or are you going to actually face those situations? And so, you know, just thinking a little bit deeper on that level. So it's
fair.
So it's better to just technically know yourself, kind of, at the end of the day. Falling in love can go either way, because you can easily be motivated. And let's say like women are your downfall, right? Your thing isn't drugs, it isn't anything else, it's women. So it's like tricking. So now you saved up $100,000. You met this chick who
tricked it all
Instagram bad, and yes, right?
Tricked it all off.
Quick. Here we go, wherever you like. You know what I'm saying?
You can have whatever you like.
Do extra
you T.I. boy.
Watch out. So, but
no, it's fair.
I mean,
Fly
but it
Sweater
happens all the
KJ,
time.
a preacher. You know what I'm saying? No, I was curious. I saw it, and I agree with a lot of what you said. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily feel like it becomes an individual thing at that point. You feel me? Like, obviously, if you allow shit like that to happen, then that just means you are lacking in certain areas of discipline where you need to be at. Like, you feel me? And so, no, I won't disagree with you. You feel me? Dope show today, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, we appreciate everybody who called in. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back here next week. You feel me? Same time, I believe. You feel me? 6 to 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying?
Stay tuned, man, because we actually will be changing times for live to be Wednesdays, and then we'll be actually shooting Thursdays. So
yeah, and we'll let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have some guests in the building next week. You feel me? So make sure y'all tune in and call in again. You feel me? If you are new, make sure you go follow us in it for the Black People Media. Make sure you follow Two Vegetarians Eating Chicken on Facebook. Make sure you follow the Twitter, the IG, 2VEC Podcast, number 2 VEC Podcast. Go follow the YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? It's your boy, Mr. Lingo himself.
The man who always got something to say, your boy Fly Sweater KJ.
In the building.
Fire.
Cobbs on that, my nigga. Come on, let me get a piece of that slice, boy.
Shut that shit, boy. True. I ain't no rapper, though.
With great precision, like circumcision, they cut you off quick. It's hard to miss this division. In my city, it's too thick. Is that your chick? Pretty face, slim waist, bite out. Bet I can merch it, Chan Dicey with the Lexi out south. Put dibs on it, cause I know I got cars. But if you stingy with this